I combined Handwriting Without Tears and Orton Gillingham to create a once-a-week letter lesson. In preschool, we only have about 20 minutes a day for a large group lesson. When our district came to us and said, you're going to learn Handwriting Without Tears and Orton Gillingham, the first thing that came to my mind is, I only have 4 lessons a week. I can't be doing this for my large group lesson because there's so many other things in preschool that have to be taught. Here's how I combine the two to make the perfect letter lesson. I got an email from a sweet follower asking more questions about this. And so the first question was, do I teach capital and lowercase together or separate? And it's a once-a-week lesson, so they both go together. I like to teach the capital and lowercase together so that they're really making sure that they understand that those are the same letter. So Handwriting Without Tears is all about the writing of the letter, and Orton Gillingham is more beginning reading and phonemic awareness. So I just combine them all together and I teach them how to write it. I teach them the letter and the letter sound. We always do a multisensory activity, and this comes from Orton Gillingham. So I actually have colored sand from them that we use, but we don't just use sand. We use so many different materials to write in. And so this follower asked, do you change them for each letter and how often? Because students, no matter how fun the activity, they're going to get bored of it if you have the same letter trays out the entire year. So yes, I change out the different multisensory materials that I use probably every 3 weeks. So the 3 letters in a row will have similar activities, and then on the 3rd week I will change it to something new. So how this looks is when I'm introducing a new letter, I have an entire letter wall, and so I have Handwriting Without Tears magnet lines. So if I'm teaching the letter T, I'm going to show them that to make the letter T, you need 1 big line and 1 little line. And then for the lowercase t, I'll show them how that's written on the lines, and it's a tall letter. So after we describe like what the letter looks like and how we would write it, we're going to learn that T says T. And we're going to look at words that begin with the letter T. We're going to make a list of that. And then we move on to our sensory activity. So it could be so many different things. I probably have about 50 different things that we do. But for each letter, I make sure it's something different. Then during center time, we have our letter table where students can go over and write the letter over and over and do their multisensory activities.